The storm's bringing 6 to 9 feet of water surging into the Caribbean. Hurricane Beryl slamming Grenada's Carriacou Island, and this one has a smack that's going to last. I'm talking about 150-mile-per-hour winds, driving rains, and that is why at this very moment so many people are preparing. That's the what is, but at this moment, look at this. This is the what was. Hurricane battering Barbados. Now, this visitor to the Windward Islands left a huge mess. You see people wading in the water right there. Some boats sunk, some boats slammed against the shore. And we can also tell you damage wasn't just to Barbados. There's a tragedy to tell you about here. One person is dead as we look at this video coming to our monitors today. This is off the coast of St. Vincent. You can see that ship battered against the shoreline, rough seas. In fact, we understand many boats have just sunk out there as the water just slams those boats into the rocks over and over and over. You know, in this area, we also understand many people are outside of their homes. Listen to this one leader in the Caribbean talking about that.
It has left in its wake immense destruction, pain, suffering. Union Island has been devastated. The reports that I have received indicate that 90% of the houses have been severely damaged or destroyed.
90% of the houses. And look at this, despite loss or the threat of loss, this video coming to us from our partners in the Cayman Islands, they know it's serious, but look at that. Neighbor helping neighbor. You see people here lining up in the frantic effort to fill sandbags for their neighbors, for themselves. Meteorologist Jessica Burch watching Beryl spin in the Atlantic, and Jess, not only a weather story, but always here at CBS News 24/7, a story about people.
Absolutely, and we are keeping a close eye on the people over in the Cayman Islands as they're gearing up with a hurricane watch right now. For our friends near Jamaica, they're actually dealing with a hurricane warning as the storm swirls its way in. You can see the clouds right behind me, the eye of this storm starting to move its way to the west-northwest, just around 20 miles per hour, and the storm is continuing to develop as we head into the next couple hours. It is a Category 5 as we speak, and it is impacting many areas throughout the Caribbean. As this slowly tracks its way closer into the Yucatan Peninsula throughout the next couple days, it is going to bring in heavy rain, winds, and of course lots of storm surge too. We're tracking this as it moves its way throughout Jamaica within the next 24 hours, directly hitting the island. That's when it's going to start making its way slowly closer to areas near the Cayman Islands, and I have more on that in a bit, but for now, over to Casey Sherman.
Yeah, thank you, Jessica. Beryl is still a powerful Category 5 hurricane. We have begun to see some weakening. It peaked in intensity early this morning. Now with 160-mile-per-hour winds, pressure up just a tad. We've been tracking some of the outer bands, squally areas of rain pushing through the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico along with some gustier winds this morning. Those impacts eventually will move out towards areas like Jamaica tomorrow as it continues to track westward. Jamaica now under a hurricane warning. We have hurricane watches out towards the Cayman Islands. Beryl continues this fast track to the west-northwest where we are anticipating some additional weakening. By the time it reaches Jamaica tomorrow, it's still going to be a Category 3 major hurricane set to bring them life-threatening winds, storm surge, and flash flooding. That westward track continues. Eventually, it should be reaching the Yucatan Peninsula by Friday before then emerging out across the southern Gulf of Mexico as a weaker system. Right now, that forecast is to be a tropical storm by the weekend. Now, with the latest forecast cone as of the 11 a.m. update, we have seen now more of southern Texas included within this as we have the potential to see Beryl make a turn to the north. The area of high pressure that's kept it on this primarily westward track will begin to slide eastward. As it weakens, that could open up the door for Beryl to make that turn to the north, which is why everyone from the coast of Texas down through northeastern Mexico will need to be on alert as we head into the holiday weekend. Back to you, Jessica.
And we will continue to keep a close eye on this system as it makes its way closer to Mexico and potentially the states as well. More on that in a bit. For now, over to you, Reed.
All right, Jess, such important information. We want to get our viewers all over the country and the world with this eye on Jamaica. Back to the Caribbean now, where the people angle of the hurricane continues to be the reality. CBS News correspondent Tom Hanson joins us live now from Montego Bay. And Tom, first of all, we see that storm surge pushing that water right up there to your knees. We understand it could get higher as the hours go on.
Oh, absolutely, Reed. I mean, before we got down here, once again, this water was glassy and smooth. You can see that it's starting to pick up. And talking about that storm surge, you mentioned those 6 to 9 feet surges in other parts that were hit by this storm already. I want to give you some context here. I am roughly 6 feet tall. That's how high this storm wall is. Now, factor in another 3 feet. Easily, it can go over this storm wall, which is there to block the waves. Now, I want to look ahead to tomorrow. That's when we're really going to start to see a lot of the action really pick up in the early hours of the morning when the storm is expected to sweep across Jamaica. It's going to start on the eastern side, which is where Kingston is. We're all the way on the western side in Montego Bay. We're going to get what's called the dirty side of the storm. So the storm we're sheltered a little bit, but the storm is going to pass through. That doesn't mean that the threat is over. It means that we're going to get a lot of the winds that are coming in, and that's going to push even greater swells up until these walls and potentially beyond. So people are really taking this seriously at the current moment, and authorities are urging them to do so as well, Reed.
Any word from people who are in power there in Jamaica for people to get off the beach? I saw just off camera, some people are still in the water right now. I can't imagine that they should be there. And certainly by tomorrow, all of them to get out of the water, right?
Yeah, Reed, it is business as usual today. There are tons of tourists here who are enjoying this last day of calm, the proverbial calm before the storm, before things really start to deteriorate. We asked so many of these people that are out here, are you concerned at all? They don't seem to be terribly concerned, but they are taking the forecast very, very seriously, and they do understand the danger that is ahead. So this really, get a good look at this. This is the last chance that we will have for a number of days to see these beautiful electric blue waters and some clear skies before the storm really, truly begins.
Tom Hanson, your live reports always have you with wet feet. We hope everybody's safe. We hope you're safe. But I hope you get a weekend to dry out. Keep in mind, just a couple days ago, you were live for us knee-deep in water in the Midwest. Be safe, our friend. Thank you so much.